Welcome, MSc semester 3 students. Look at the syllabus. You can see Unit 1 here. We have already covered some topics such as wholesome water, reasons for the analysis of water. Now we have to see various impurities present in water. You can see those impurities are suspended, colloidal, and dissolved. Now one by one we have to study it. Now, the suspended impurities in water includes clay, sand, silt or vegetation ranging from 1 to 10 micron. They cause turbidity in water. They can be settled at the bottom of the tank after prolonged storage. So this is about suspended impurities. Now second type is colloidal impurities. These are negatively charged particles present in water. They cannot be settled at the bottom of the tank because of mutual repulsion. Now, these are the solid impurities. Colloidal particles are finally divided particles and they are in suspended state. These colloidal particles they does not settle at the bottom of the tank and they impart color and turbidity to water. You can see the examples of iron, aluminum hydroxides. Now, next is the third type, that is dissolved impurities in water. These impurities include dissolved and suspended solids. Examples are soluble minerals in water. Now, next topic is examination of water for various tests. In that, we have to see the physical test. The physical examination of water is mainly related with measurement of temperature, odor, color, and the taste of water. Now, firstly, we have to see the temperature as a physical property. Now, temperature, it is a physical property of water that express hot or cold nature of water. It is also defined as the average thermal energy of a substance. Now see, thermal energy is the kinetic energy of atoms and molecules. This is most important. This the thermal energy can be transferred between atoms and molecule as the flow of heat. Now, the heat transfer from water can change the temperature of water. So, the temperature can change physical and chemical nature of water. It can alter biological activities of aquatic organisms also. Now, see the method of determination or estimation. The unit of measurement is Celsius or Fahrenheit, you know very well. Thermometer is the mostly used instrument to measure instrument or device to measure temperature of water. A thermometer when dipped in water shows increase in temperature. With the increase in temperature of water, the liquid inside the thermometer it expands, which can be noted from the scale on the thermometer. Now, next parameter is odor. Now see, naturally occurring hydrogen sulfide in water may cause odor in water. Some organic matter present or added through the plumbing system may cause odor in water. Certain type of bacteria, algae may also cause odor in water. Now, let us know the method of estimation of odor. Now, in odor, threshold odor test is mostly used to measure the odor in water. In this test, The series of flasks is given to the observer and informed that some sample contain odor. You see here how to calculate the odor. The threshold odor number is equal to, that is known as TON, is equal to x plus y divided by x, where x is the volume of sample with odor and y is the volume of the water with no odor. Now, take example, if x was uh, added, that is the quantity is 200 ml sample, and 200 ml of water had to be added with no odor. Now, the TON, that is threshold odor number, would be 2. As you can see here, TON is equal to sorry, 200 plus 200 divided by 200, that is 2. Now, next is the taste. The pH of water beyond acceptable limit may impart taste in water. High concentration of dissolved substances in water also related with the bad taste of water. Now, how taste can be determined? The simple way is the taste intensity of water is estimated by diluting it with large quantity of water without taste. Next is the color. How to measure the color of a water? Color of a water. Now, the main cause of water color is the presence of minerals such as iron, manganese, and dissolved organic matter. Now, how to measure the color of water? The most used technique in the world is the platinum cobalt method. It is widely used for the determination of color in water samples. One standard color unit, one standard color unit, that is 1 mg per liter concentration of platinum in the form of potassium chloroplatinate, that is K2PtCl6, is the most uh, observed the techniques or the method in the determination of the color. Now, what happened? Measurement of color by comparison of the sample with standard color solutions using a spectrophotometer. Then a straight line can be obtained, and that calibration curve, when drawn, shows the straight line, and by plotting the absorbance versus platinum cobalt color standard will give you the result of color in the water sample. Thanks.